Hey guys, it's Sunshine. So, I just wanted to make a quick video update to all of you guys out there that are stretching your ears and a word of advice from me. I know you want to get there fast, you want to get there you want to get to that half an inch size or that inch size or whatever your goal size is, and you want to get there now. Well, that may not be the case for some of you, but I have a really hard time with patience. And my ears kind of paid the price for that. I do not have pictures, don't worry about that sort, but I will just tell you that I am currently at a 0, back down to a 0, and these are just some silicone ear skins that I have from like Spencer's or something. I don't know. They're not that good. Well, they're okay quality, I would say. Oh, I also stretched up to a 10 gauge. Woot! Anyway, but I had stretched up to a 00. The first time it was a bit of that stretch pain that you have, and then it went away, but it didn't. It just kind of sat there and stung. And I'm like, oh, this is completely normal. This is completely fine. What's happening when you feel that sting, though, is your ear is stretching too fast. It's going from the hole that it was to that. See what I mean? So, and that causes tears. Like if you, so basically you're basically tearing your ear. I just said basically twice. So good. So good. Anyway, but you're basically tearing your ears. And you don't want to do that. I did it at 12 to I want to say 8 gauge. Yeah, it was an 8 gauge. I tried to insert some wooden things. They went in fine, but the other one was a different size or something. That's why it's on clearance, I guess. Don't buy clearance jewelry at Hot Topic. If it's thin, it's just gonna break, trust me. I know you want those tunnels. I know you want those spirals. They're so pretty. They're so this, they're so that, but they will break on you. And it sucks. Unless you are at a bigger size, I do not recommend getting hanger jewelry unless you are super duper careful, because all my dog did was bump her head against my ear and it shattered. I was really sad, nonetheless to say. But just, guys, you can't go fast with this sort of thing. You really can't. It's getting really hot in my room, oh my god. But you just can't rush it because, like, right now, I can show you what my lobes look like. See, they are much better now than they were because I tried to stretch up to a 00 about 2 weeks ago. But as you can see, they're not as healthy. See? They have a bit of scar tissue build up on them. So, there's that and everything. This one's much better. But this one it shrinks down really badly. And that's what happens when you tear your ears. So I just want to give you guys a word of advice and say, if you are stretching your ears, wait that month. If it doesn't go in, wait a week, then try again. Do not force it, do not push it through no matter what. If you think it's a bit more pain than normal, take it out immediately and stop. I know people are gonna say, oh, I did this and it was fine. And hey, that may happen sometimes. But unless you want to do the risk and be a daredevil, I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. But I didn't want my ears torn, so I took them out and I paid the price. That's all I have to say to you guys. I hope that you take this advice to heart. I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you guys can have nice, healthy, stretched ears so you can wear pretty jewelry like this. Look at all those pretty plugs. Don't you want to be able to wear those? And yeah, and then these are like some 3D printed ones that I made. These are so cool. Anyway, sorry. This just turned into a plug show off. Anyway, but go slow, don't rush it, you know. You've got to keep your ears healthy. Oil them once a day, once a week at least. When you're changing your jewelry out and putting it back in, you want to oil your ears. You want to put some type of oil on them. Vitamin E, emu oil, anything that you have, ear butter. Unless you're allergic to ear butter, don't do that. Look at all the ingredients first and stuff like that. So, yeah. I use vitamin E oil. It's really good, but it's a heavy oil. If you have torn your ears, size down. I don't mean like, and I'm not talking about like, oh, just size down to like a 14 gauge from a 00. No, that's ridiculous. No, size down one size. So if you were at a 0 and you were at a 2 and you tried to stretch up to a 0 and it was too quick, then you would go down to a 2 again. Single flare plugs, or double flare, whatever works for you, something that's hypoallergenic. Something that you know your body will not have a reaction to. Because if infection gets in those open wounds, you could risk losing your earlobe. And that's not good. But hey, oil them, the first few days, they're gonna be really sore and really hurting. Do not touch them. Don't mess with them. I know people get anxious. I get anxious too. It was so hard not to play with them like I usually do, but do not mess with them. You want to clean them with a sea salt solution or saline solution or just soap and water, really. Antibacterial soap will work really well. But you want to leave those plugs in and not take them out, because going from this to this, this to this, even if it's like a couple millimeter increments, that's still gonna go against you and it's going to irritate your ears further. Don't oil them if there is bleeding. Otherwise, it will get into the little wounds and it can cause further infection, irritation, stuff like that. I would say wait at least until at least a week before you start oiling your ears. Then what you want to do to break up the scar tissue is take out your plugs. Don't put silicone in. Don't put silicone in. Also, no acrylic. Acrylic, no. You want to oil them and rub horizontal and vertical. That way you're breaking up the scar tissue and keeping it from forming, if there is going to be a risk of any forming. So that way you won't have a hard time stretching, because if you're just stretching your ears for fun and you're not wanting your ears to look that great, don't really follow my advice. But if you want healthy stretched ears and you want everything to be alright and you can wear pretty plugs for the rest of your life, and you can go without plugs and your ears won't look like cat butts, essentially, then follow these instructions, follow these things. Guys, I hope these tips help you, because I paid the price and I'm so lucky that I did not have to size down, because I love my stretched ears and I really, really care about them. And I will never do that again. Anyway, I hope this video helped you. Subscribe if you want to, but leave a like if this helped you or not. Hey, share it to a friend if they are having trouble too. If they're a really stubborn person, link them to this video and show them pictures of ear blowouts and be like, hey, if you don't do this, this is what's gonna happen. Don't do that. That's a little bit of pressuring, and you don't want to cause pressure to your friends, But yeah, I hope this video helped you. If it did, leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Hey guys, have a great night. Good night.